just started. I thought it was going to give me a chance to.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello. What's up? Okay. I think this is working properly, but Colorfinger and I were messing around with the assets of the stream last night. We shall see. But anyway, hello everybody. As you can see, I've got a lot of ingredients here. We're going to be making donuts, but for a moment, I still have to actually find what the stream looks like live. So let's just make sure. Yep, it is live, so that's good. And there we are. So that's all right. And there's one person watching, and it's probably me. So let me tweet out that I'm live, and Gigi will be joining me in just a moment. Wife Finder will be here. Without her, I wouldn't want to eat these donuts if I made them by myself. I don't know if they would be very palatable. Okay, we are live and about to make some donuts. And there we are. Boom, done. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, we've got different assets working, and so it's kind of hard to know exactly what is working the way it's supposed to and what is not. So, anyway, hello everybody. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can see this all right. Although I'm looking at got my little screen here. See, I'm seeing what you guys are seeing. But nothing on the chat yet, so again, up to you guys if you want to actually talk. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day so far. This is just a glimpse of some of the ingredients we have. I'm going to be pulling them from just off camera. I've got a lot of stuff to work up to. So anyway, for starters, before I get into everything else, the oven needs to be at, let's see, 425. Let's do that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the upper oven, bake. 425. Start. So simple, even I can do it. So while the oven starts preheating, let's slowly work ourselves up into a pace, right? We're starting out at a brisk walk. We'll jog soon enough. So anyway, I've never tried to make donuts. Not fried, not baked, not know how. I've always just enjoyed someone else's donuts because, they're donuts. Let a pro do it. But I've been having coffee and donuts with you guys for months now, every Saturday, and I really enjoy donuts. I really enjoy the coffee, the one day a week I have it. And I thought, what if I made them myself? Now, I'd prefer to make them on a Saturday because that's my cheat day. But if I make them on a Saturday, that means it's harder to actually converse and be more present for the chat because that's what Saturday Coffee and Donuts is supposed to be. I'm a little bit more present. I'm not preoccupied with anything else. I hear you guys, see you guys, see you guys, and I can interact more. If I'm making them, that's an activity. And as the stream has sort of taken shape, this is more of an activity day. Thursdays work best for when I want to get into the kitchen, roll up my sleeves or wear short ones, and try to make something. And I thought, all right, but Thursday's not a cheat day. It's really hard for me to make things that I don't want to eat at least a little bit of. I've managed to make cupcakes and cake before. And I've always had like a nibble, but trying to be a little bit more on point with the diet, with the nutrition. So we're making baked donuts today. Yes, there are recipes for baked donuts. That way I don't have to deal with a ton of, like bubbling hot grease and fry them. Although, fried donuts are awesome. But we're trying to kill two birds with one stone here. Have something that's a little bit healthier. They're not like absolutely healthy, but they're healthier. And that doesn't really violate the cheat day code. I can have a little bit of them. But if they keep well, that's the question we're gonna have to answer. If they're palatable and they keep well, then Sunday or Saturday, that's only 2 days from now, I might be able to have them while I enjoy talking to you good folks. So anyway, hey, what's up, McCream? Just saying hey to the chat. What's up, hell raising mofo? Well, we're just raising a little kitchen hell here, you mofo, you. Ignorant enemy, what's shaking? What is on the menu? Baked donuts. That's right. If you've never even seen baked donuts, well, you're gonna see them this time. So, hey, Mitch Sultan, I love you too. What's up? Catter day yet? Jealous of my kitchen? Well, hell, I'm even jealous of it. This thing is awesome. It's a good sized kitchen. That's one of the things we like about it. But we did a little remodel of it. The cabinets got painted. These are the original cabinets, but we made them self-closing. So they're still pretty rustic. I mean, it's not like a new kitchen that you order custom and have it made specifically for you. We worked with what we had, which was a nice kitchen, but it had an older concept, and the color scheme wasn't for us, and we wanted quartz countertops. And this is a countertop we've had before in the place we lived in previously. And it's definitely got my wife's touch in it as well, and some of mine. And I don't know if you can tell, the backsplash, it goes all around the kitchen. But in the center here, you can't really tell from where you are, but it becomes dark blue and gray instead of just the gray. Well, it sort of varies all throughout the kitchen. We were originally going to have it all blue here, but we ran out of materials, didn't have quite enough, so we thought, let's just repeat the pattern throughout the kitchen. And it worked. See, this is, that's, goes that way, goes that way. That's our pantry there. And out to the garage. So yeah, this is what we got going here. It looks, I mean, it's a big kitchen, but it looks even bigger because of the kind of lens we're using. But anyway, color finger, yes, it is donut time. Although I don't know why the color finger, I don't know where the damn sub goal is. I thought it was gonna be there. And it's, I don't know what the hell. I don't know how to fix that. Thank you, Catterday. The backsplash is awesome. My wife and I agreed on that one together. YOLO, stick around for as long as you can. Get your sleep. Baby, you look so pretty.
We'll be checking out this. Oh.
Yeah, so you can find baked donut recipes all over the interwebs. So I found one, and it says 25 minutes. Now, there's no way in hell I'm getting this done in 25 minutes, even with help. But my streams usually on Thursdays can take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, so we got time. Now, this donut recipe, if you want to follow along with us, it's kingarthurbaking.com. You don't have to make donuts with us, but you can at least follow along to see if we're screwing it up or not. We won't. My wife is way too smart for that, but it's called Baked Donuts 3 Ways, okay? So it gives you a choice of 3 different glazes or coverings you can use if you want once they're finished. I'm going to try to do a powdered sugar one where you put it in a bag with some powdered sugar, shake it up, and that'll cover it in powdered sugar. We might try one with sprinkles, see if the sprinkles will stick. And we're going to do a chocolate glaze. And the chocolate glaze is obviously the one I have my eye on. But yeah, so we're gonna see just how this works. So before we get going,
Is this the only one we have?
I think it is the only one. Did we get more than one? If we only have one, I was just gonna make 6 donuts.
Okay.
And we just cut the recipe in half. Because I think it makes a dozen, or it might make 10.
Well, so what we could do is just use a different, so we can still, make some of them.
Let's see, this makes, all right, so yeah, it'll make 12 donuts. So if we just cut the recipe in half.
Well, we usually can, but what we could do is that we do 6 and then we do the other 6.
Yeah, we can do that. Although we're not gonna eat all these,
No.
Kids aren't gonna eat them.
No.
You're not gonna eat them.
No, I will not.
She does not eat donuts. I don't know, I married myself into a family and had 2 kids, and I'm the only one that eats donuts. I don't know how that happens.
I eat some, but just one.
She eats donuts like she drinks wine. She has like a couple of sips, and then I finish it. So yeah, and that's the way it's going to be with donuts. I know, I can already see it. You were so pretty. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna need, this, seems like we're just gonna need one of this, but, or you wanna use the electric one?
No, I have lipstick on. We can use what? I think we could probably stir it by hand. Well, before we get started, if you want, you can stand over here so I can see this better. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any text stuff. Colorfinger is right. We just fixed the overlays last night, and there's nothing there. And I hit the button to stream, and did nothing. So anyway, the sub goal should be there. We literally just fixed this. It's true, we did. Colorfinger says hi, by the way. Everybody says hi.
Hi!
Yeah. So I don't know. I have no answer for that. I just don't understand why. But anyway, before I forget, Saturday, somebody's going to be enjoying coffee and donuts with me. Not literally in the same room. We're going to be Zoom chatting, but Melly Grant, our newest legend, Catalyst, she will be joining me for coffee and donuts. So tune in for that. It's going to be noon, Saturday, PST. So me and the newest legend are going to be chatting away. And then I have another person lined up that I'm going to chat with that is associated with the game. I don't want to say who yet because I haven't actually done the interview. It will not be live. We will be doing it off stream, and then I will be posting it as a video once I have it properly edited. This thing's a little bit chipped. Different one. So anyway, we may or may not fix the sub goal during the stream, but I should call everyone's attention to it. Our sub goal for November, if you were not here this past week, is we need to hit 100 subs. That's going to be kind of a common sub goal with the stream community at the size it's currently at. We need to hit 100 subs, and if we hit 100 subs, then by November 30th, everyone that is subbed will get a postcard. We're going to make postcards together. We're going to design them together. And it's going to be Thanksgiving themed, and it doesn't have to be all about the holiday, but Thanksgiving the holiday, which is the season I'm currently in, because I live in the States, is about being grateful for what you have, giving thanks for what you have. Now, as you guys may know, I do that every single morning. It's part of my stretch. I do my gratitudes. But in a larger sense, I want to spend November being more and more aware of that, more and more aware of how thankful I am for this community that we're all building. It may be my stream, but it's our neighborhood. It's the way I like to see it. So this is something we're all going to be a part of. So we were at 40 as of last night, and it's only November 10th, I think. So we're in pretty good shape, but I only stream 3 days a week. We don't really pick up subs when I'm not streaming. So then November 30th will creep up on us before we know it. So anyway, just keep in mind, if you sub, you get added to the list. You can get a ticket from the mods on Discord. Just join our Discord channel. We got almost 200 people on the Discord channel, which I also love. I want to get that up to 500. Because I think at 500 you get some kind of, I don't know, there's some other benefit you get from having a Discord with 500 people. So anyway, it isn't all just about the numbers, but I like having a lot of people engaged with each other when I'm not around. And so that's why a larger community helps. Let's see. Colorfinger, the only thing you can think of is they're switched off if you swipe the side, but I don't know how much it's worth troubleshooting this on stream. If I swipe to the side, what would I do? This might be asking for trouble. Okay. I've got the, all right, I see in the My Studio, if I swipe to the side, would I just push the My Studio button on the side and get in there and see if they're switched off? Aaron here, I hope everyone is doing well. I don't get to stop by these streams often, but I found some time to make it today. Well, I'm glad you could make it, Aaron here. We're gonna make donuts. Oh yeah, and yes, I do want you guys to tune in Saturday, whether or not these donuts are edible. Melly Grant is gonna be a wonderful guest. She's already done some interviews, so she's super stoked to be Catalyst, and I think the community's stoked to have her. Swipe over, touch the Stream Elements overlay button. I don't know where the Stream Elements overlay button is. There's not a Stream Elements overlay button. There's something that says Media, Playlist, Text, Widget, and then My Studio underneath that. Underneath where it says My Studio, there's a glyph. Yeah, all right, I'm touching that. All right, I touched the glyph, and there's the, yeah, there it is. Oh, well, that worked. YOLO, why did I chuckle when Chris started pointing at the camera? Because I was tickling you. I was just, see, right there, see? But you have to be careful. Not everybody likes to be tickled. Anyway, there it is. Okay, I don't know why they got switched off, but there it is. I don't know how things get switched off. I do things wrong all the time in my sleep, so who knows? Anyway, so, all right, we're in business here. We're making donuts. All right, okay, so.
The first thing we do is actually put the right amount in different containers so you have everything the way you want.
Okay, so we're gonna.
A quarter of vegetable. So you use this one because it will have a perfect measurement.
A quarter cup of vegetable oil? Well, we have a quarter cup measure.
Yeah, but because this liquid, it's hard to keep it steady,
Okay.
see?
So here's our quarter cup vegetable oil. Is it going in here?
Not yet.
Not yet, all right.
First, we're gonna put all this and separate it.
4 tablespoons of butter.
No. Look.
Oh, you have it measured here?
No. Here
Yeah,
it
I
tells
know.
you. So you cut it there,
Okay.
and that you can actually put it in this bowl.
All right.
Because that's the first thing we're gonna use.
So yeah, see this will measure it for you. If you want to do 4 tablespoons of butter. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. Just cut this bad boy in half.
Okay.
Boom, with a butter knife. Love it when things work out. Okay, so yeah, we are going to drop this in because you don't want just a bunch of naked butter sitting around.
So we'll leave it there.
This we're going to leave out because we might need it for something later. I have a feeling we're going to need it for the glaze.
Okay. We use this one.
You know, what's funny is if I had said we're going to make Pathfinder donuts, we probably would have more people here. And it would be absolutely the exact same stream. But I realized that I'm tired of making Pathfinder stuff because it means I have to use blue icing. and I'm just tired of eating blue icing. So these are just donuts. And that's that. Is it okay to have this flour here?
Oh no, just clean it. Actually.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna wipe this out. That's the thing about using flour. It gets everywhere and you see it. But that's the good part about seeing it is that it's easy to clean.
Brown sugar. Oh yeah. So let's get another.
You wanna use the different one? Yeah, you can switch that out. Yeah, so I went to the local supermarket. I stocked up on everything we were gonna need, but usually that means you're repeating a couple of ingredients you've already got at home. But I don't like to be caught lacking. So this is where we are. All right. So we've got our vegetable oil. We've got our butter. We need a half a cup of granulated sugar.
There.
All right. So we got our granulated sugar.
We're gonna need one third of this brown.
Okay. So a third of a cup of light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. I decided to go with light brown sugar just because I thought it probably will taste. There'll be a difference in taste that I don't know if dark brown sugar donuts would be how I want to start. All right, our oven's good to go. Oven's at 425.
Okay. Then we got all the baking, so we're gonna need
Okay, so we
small
need-
spoons for that.
Yeah, so we need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Yeah, lots of little measuring things. All right, so this is, okay, that's a half of a teaspoon. So 3 of these, we can go ahead and put these in, I would think, right?
Okay.
Well, because there's no real little tiny container we can put in.
No, I can use
Yeah? Okay.
Although for those, I usually just go directly.
Yeah, just put it right in.
You gotta wait because you gotta read the recipe first, the
Okay.
order. So in the first part, we're gonna put actually the butter, the vegetable oil, and the sugars until it's smooth. So you
Okay.
put that, the sugars. Then you're gonna add the 2 eggs.
Okay. Stir
Eh,
in the baking powder,
Then it's gonna
nutmeg, salt, and vanilla.
But we
Okay.
can do that at the last moment. I mean, so
Yeah.
we measure 1 of each.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So you want to
we're
start?
gonna- Yes. Let me throw this away.
I will not have done that, but
Well, but this lid is there. Okay. So first step.
mix the butter, the vegetable oil, and the sugars.
And the sugars. Okay. So vegetable oil goes in.
But when I see that, my first instinct is actually do it with the you know.
Oh, I think I can do it with this.
Okay.
Okay, the sugars. So here goes our light brown sugar. I understand now why they use clear bowls on baking shows, cooking shows, so you can see
Yes.
the
And also,
containers, but
It helps you. Sometimes these things are
now our
stiff.
white sugar.
You don't see it. Now
Yeah,
you can.
yeah.
Very, very helpful.
Okay, we might need to use those again.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this up a bit, make it a little bit easier to stir in.
So I can put them actually here.
Yes, so I think we can reuse them again.
Or maybe I can, okay, let's put 3 of them.
I feel good doing this right now because I was able to do my Spanish lessons, and then I did my guitar lesson, and then I did my exercise. So I've gotten the major parts of my day done. Gigi did the homeschooling for the kids. They're having lunch, and so this is what I like to do. Have everything finished before I meet up with you guys, whenever possible. Plus, I did a table read today. We do those via Zoom, and it's just, you know, it's been a pretty productive day so far. Good times, good times. I think the butter will reduce more when we add in some of the other ingredients.
Well, it says there that you have to make it smooth. That's why I would use the.
Okay, so I'm still mixing this.
Yeah, you gotta make it smooth. Here it says, that's what it says.
I could get something that flattens things out a little bit.
No, you do it like this.
Well, but it pokes through. I'm saying, don't we usually have like a wooden?
Nah, not for this. This is
I got something that'll do it. Yeah, you use this maybe. Yeah, because it'll just keep poking up through.
well, what you're trying to do, supposedly, is it says here is that you're actually gonna. So you gotta make it smooth.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna add the salt. I need 3/4. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the white one. I need 3/4. 3/4
Yeah, this is better. This is definitely smoothing it out more.
Most likely what happened, and we're gonna read it with the butter, has to be soft. I'm just gonna put this over here so it doesn't get dirty.
Okay, apparently there's supposed to be an Apex Legends cookbook coming next with recipes like Lifeline's cookies, Newcastle's red velvet cake, Mirage's pork chops. I wish I could confirm or deny that, but I have no idea. They tell me nothing. I did record a couple of weeks back, and I think we might record one more time before the end of the year. I can always ask, but whatever answer they give me, I won't be able to share with you. So, you know, you just have to wait for them to release this information in their own time. I'd love to see it. Let's put it this way. If they ever come up with an Apex Legends cookbook, I will personally invite any legend that has a recipe in there to come join me in the kitchen and make it. That would be a lot of fun. So it would be the Apex Kitchen series. And we'd have whoever would join us. Yeah, see, this is pretty smooth now. There's one like little hard crystallized lump of brown sugar I'm trying to break up a little bit more. It's almost done. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sure you guys would love to see that. Plus, some of those legends are really good cooks. Mela is a fantastic cook. She's a lifeline. And Justine, I know, cooks. And yeah, the couple of parties I've had here for the other legends, a couple of times they have, both of the times they brought covered dishes. I know Ben Fusey, he's vegetarian, but he has the line on some really good vegetarian dishes. He actually had us join him at a vegetarian place in Los Angeles to eat, and it was some of the most delicious food I've ever had. So, I don't know. Believe me, if I can make Thursday like a regular cooking day, I would. But I'll have to eventually learn how to do it on my own when Gigi can't join me.
Okay.
Okay, so
Let's use this to do this.
mix it up a little bit more.
And get rid of this little piece of sugar that is kind of hard.
Well, sometimes it'll break up. Yeah. So those of you who are paying attention to my Twitter might have noticed that I looked up the recipe for Pathfinder stew, Leviathan stew, and realized that, all right, this is going to be more of a project. I don't know if it's something I could even do on stream. It would take 2 or 3 hours at least. So I think the better thing to do is maybe try and make it off stream and turn it into a video. You guys might enjoy watching.
All right.
Let's see.
Then is the eggs.
Okay, the eggs. Just go ahead and add those. Okay. I am a crack and split with one hand guy. Throw these away.
1 spoon.
Yeah, I'm sure Gabe is a good cook. I know that Ify, one of the writers, he came out here for the spring party we had, and he made some fantastic steaks, and he made fantastic pork chops. I mean, they were really good. I actually have a little YouTube short of him with the rack here in this kitchen, and they are delicious. So yeah, the sub goal, just in case you guys are wondering, there it is. Thanksgiving postcards. So we want to try and hit 100 by November 30th. We're 40% there. And every time we stream, it's a chance to get a little closer to our goal. I would love to do it. I would love for you guys to have something tangible you can hold in your hand that tells you that you're a part of this community. So, hoping we get there. All right, so we are, am I just stirring this up?
Yeah, you gotta, it says here that add the eggs and begin to combine.
Okay, no problem. So we are adding the eggs, we are combining these ingredients. So far what we got in here is butter, granulated sugar, light brown sugar, and 2 eggs. And did you add anything else yet?
Not yet. We're gonna add this in the vanilla.
Okay. So what is that, the nutmeg?
Salt, baking soda, baking powder, and nutmeg, and we're gonna add vanilla.
Got it. So salt, baking soda, baking powder, nutmeg, and vanilla extract. This is
Well, the bottom's still there, so we
still a little, there are still a few little bumps of butter, so we're just gonna whip those right out.
And I need just the milk. So I got this, and 1 cup of milk. Over there.
Yeah, probably in the future, next time will be easier if, like you said, if we melt the butter just a little bit.
You don't have to melt it. You just like we should have pulled it out.
So it just gets softer?
Mm?
Okay. So yeah, this butter was only out for about 10 minutes before we started. So a little more time for it would be easier because there's still little lumps of it. I don't know if it'll break up any more of this.
I'll be right
More
with
than
this.
this.
I'll break it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. So we are now at the, let's see here. Okay. The next thing we will do, we'll add these powders and the vanilla. And then the step after that will be to stir our flour into it. So we also have
And then-
flour.
And there's milk.
Yeah, and we will add a little bit of milk. So I've already got the flour measured out.
Flour and milk are here. We can put
Measured
all
out.
these things away.
Yeah, I'm gonna put away some stuff. As you guys know, I'm a clean as you go kind of guy, although I think we might need the vegetable oil for the chocolate glaze, so I'm gonna leave that out.
Okay.
So I'll put this away.
Yeah, and this too. Well, this one.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that out. Okay, so these are gonna go away.
And this goes right there.
Okay.
And this one down there. Get this. Let's see if I can. Let me just see them. They're somewhere, because I see them.
Yeah, little tiny bits, but okay. Let me take a look here.
I'm gonna smash them.
Let's see. Pixie Rose, could you prep certain parts, then do the combining on stream for the Leviathan stew? I guess it's going to be one of those things that you kind of have to plan it out because there are parts of it that are like an 86 the zip line because I didn't have 2 trees in my backyard that would act as proper anchors. And so it would be kind of dangerous for me to erect a zip line on, I don't know, I'd have to use part of our fence, which is not tall enough, and part of a tree that would be on the sort of bench we have of stone running across the backyard. It just, from an engineering perspective, dangerous. So I didn't want to do that. So we kept our stream goal down to 100 for my cosplay. You can see pictures of that. There's a picture of that on my Twitter. There's a picture on my Instagram, which I have one now. I have a TikTok, but I don't know if I'm going to keep the TikTok. The things I can do on YouTube Shorts is already, you know, I already know how to do those TikTok things on my YouTube Shorts. So I may just keep doing it over on YouTube. I think most of my followers probably use a mix of different social apps. I even did polls. There are far more people that follow this stream, I think, on YouTube than on TikTok. So we'll see. Anyway.
Okay, I put the vanilla and the salt and powders and nutmeg.
Let's see. Leviathan stew. And yeah, is there a zipline course nearby? I don't know of a zipline course. There's a park that has a zipline for the kids, but I'd have to show up in my Pathfinder outfit.
That would be funny.
Yeah, it'd be funny until somebody calls the cops with an Amber Alert. He's talking to my child. I just wanted a high five as I'm being cuffed and led into the police cruiser. So, you know, yeah, that's good content, but then, you know, I have to have a sub goal that, you know, raises money for an attorney. So, you know, best to avoid that. Let's see, coloring. You know, Johnny tried TikTok as well, and it didn't really blow up for him. Yeah, I mean, I could start a TikTok and grow it, but honestly, I like making the little shorts, these little silly things, like I did Pathfinder squeezing a stress ball, and 2,000 views on YouTube Shorts. Great, you know. But I don't want to have to do it for 2 or 3 different platforms every time I do it. I got shit to do. So do you guys. And you have more to do than just looking at, TikTok all day.
It says that we need actually to do it with the Pathfinder. So I guess you can.
Okay, so stir the flour into the butter mixture alternately with the milk, beginning and ending with the flour and making sure everything is thoroughly combined. The batter will be fairly thick. When you draw your spatula through the batter, it will leave a furrow. Yeah, it'll leave a little trail behind it.
So I'm gonna wash this one and use that one.
Use this? Okay. All right, so we're gonna switch to a spatula. I'm going to keep stirring. And so following the instructions, it says...
I guess the milk a little bit of the milk and then the...
Well, stir the flour into the butter mixture alternately with the milk, beginning and ending with the flour, and making sure everything is thoroughly combined. So a little bit of flour first. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll stir that. Now you can add a little bit of milk. Just alternate them. Right. Okay. There we go. I'm not sure why they want it like this, but I guess it combines differently when you do it.
Baking is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, baking is a lot more alchemy. Yeah. There's a lot more alchemy and chemistry involved. And you got to do it right, because once it goes into the oven, it's hard to make adjustments. It's not like stovetop cooking, which is my favorite thing to do. Stovetop cooking is for people like me who don't have the same patience or attention span, and you can make adjustments immediately. You can say, oh, okay, I'm going to turn the heat up, I'm going to turn the heat down, I'm going to stir it a little more, I'm going to leave it alone, I'm going to take it off the heat, put it back on. I like that. It allows room for error. Baking, on the other hand, is, like Gigi says, very precise. You got to do it right. And Gigi's great at it, which is strange because she doesn't usually like to follow instructions. She doesn't usually even bother to look at the instructions. No. Everything is she just sort of eyeballs it.
I see the picture and my joy comes from figuring out how to do it. So.
Yeah.
Remy has the same tendency. So.
Yeah.
Like when I'm homeschooling them, and when it comes to math, the problems I haven't been able to teach him how to do it, and he says, "Let me try it on my own," and believe it or not, 80% of the time he gets it right.
Yep.
So what I love is the idea for me is more than anything is that they use their brain, that they learn how to think and how to figure things out. And it helps them. And then you build also confidence, which is so important. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, this is starting to look like batter here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess these King Arthur baking people know what they're doing. Of course, this is all going to lead up to, in about 30 minutes from now, me taking a donut out of a pan, trying it, and saying, "This tastes like shit. It's a waste of time. Go home, everybody." Oh, you are home. Goodbye. See you tomorrow for Sub Friday. Yeah. Not a very Pathfinder-y attitude, though, is it? No. I'd be a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great, frankly.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. That batter looks disconcertingly thin.
Well, at the beginning, that's what it says, that it will be like that until it gets better.
Yeah, exactly. Colorfinger posted that a few minutes ago, and then we started to add. Yeah, so remember that's early in the process. But yes, Colorfinger also agrees. That's how you get a kid to grow up, to learn to use their brain to solve problems. Right, exactly. You can't pave the way for them. You can't just do it all for them. You can't solve it all for them. You can't just tell them the answers. Let them sort it out. They've got a brain. They have a wonderful brain. Let them use it.
Yes, like with Remy, sometimes he tells me I can't resolve the problem. So I look at the problem, I tell him the answer is this number. And from that, he has to figure out how to get there. And he does. And again, it's about how to get there,
Right.
figuring things out. That's the goal.
Yeah, and not making your goals too unrealistic. Realizing that you just learn how to do it step by step. Because man, if you went by what you see on social media, everybody's just naturally perfect, of course. All the angles are great, they've filtered their pictures, everybody looks blissfully happy and in perfect shape. And oh my God, look at that car and that house and all that. How'd they get all that? Well, I don't know. You know, most of it's fake. And the stuff that's real, either they had it given to them or they worked for it and they got there slowly and surely.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of
On the internet, though, everything looks like it's just instant. This is not how life works. You guys all know that. So, if you're eating a donut, you're wondering, I wonder how they made these donuts. Well, we have YouTube videos for that. And in this case, if you're eating a baked donut, this is how you do it. Or at least this is one recipe.
Okay, it says
So this
batter
is pretty good.
into a greasy donut pan. So I'm gonna use the butter with a little bit of butter with a paper towel and grease them like that. But if you read how much we have to put in, it's very little.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, because this makes a dozen donuts.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also look, it says
Okay, so spoon the batter into the lightly greased donut pan, filling the wells to about a 1/4 inch shy of the rim. So a 1/4 inch is very, very small. So you're going to bring it up close to the top, but not quite there. So, you know. So you decided to grease it after all?
yeah, it can save us the problem
Yeah.
that they stick.
This is a non-stick pan, but why not grease it anyway, just to be sure? All right, so this is pretty well stirred up, I think.
That's pretty good.
Yep. So there's your baked donut batter there. It's nice and swirly. Let's see. Speaking of cars, I decided to sell the Tesla and I put it in a reservation for a Fisker. When it arrives, I will be free of Elon's curse. Well, yeah. I mean, if you were...
Question, were you happy or not happy?
That's the
with
thing.
Tesla?
If you were happy with your Tesla, then you're taking, I guess, an ethical stand because you don't agree with the company's practice anymore, or the leader of the company's practice. That's fine. It's your money. You do what you want with it. You vote with your wallet, as they say. But if it was something that gave you problems, I understand.
I would do the same, by the way. But I will ask, how is the car running? Some of the people say great. I did read some bad things, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know that sometimes some cars don't come out the way they should. So.
Yeah, and it's, let's see. The Tesla is good, but the range is absolutely terrible. Advertises a 270-mile range, actually gets 210, and it's a year old. I guess a year old for a high-tech piece of equipment is old. Yeah, so, well, I just, all I can say is good luck with the Fisker. Don't know anything about it. I know Nissan makes the Leaf.
I haven't done
Supposed to be pretty
anything to check out how to actually decorate them or the different flavors. So we.
Well, it's
yeah.
okay. Once we put them in, we can check that out. Because once we take them out, we have to let them cool.
Okay.
And the glaze doesn't look like it takes a lot. Okay, so we're gonna spoon the batter into the lightly greased donut pans, filling the well to about a 1/4 inch shy. So you're gonna use that to spoon, or do we want something?
Yeah, that way you can do it like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know how big of a
Oh.
spoon you would use, so yeah, you can try that.
Yeah, I just don't have any options though.
Yeah. Well,
I
let's
mean-
see. Well, this. You try this.
Okay.
Yeah, this might give us a little bit more room to maneuver. All right, time to spoon it. Boy, this is thick.
I know.
This is
Amazing.
very thick.
And we need to leave the hole in the middle, right?
Well, it's going to bake around that, I would think. It's going to bake with a little dent there, and then...
No, because we're already over. So we're not doing it right. Okay.
All right.
So I never done it. And,
Okay, so that was our first one. Let me see if I can spoon around it.
and you got, yeah, a lot
Yeah, I'm
less.
gonna use less. Okay. So it's like that first pancake. It's like, all right, that didn't work.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
Yeah, I think we can use an even smaller spoon,
Yep.
to be honest. This is where it's challenging.
Okay,
So you
I'll fix it
all right.
with this.
We're gonna use a smaller spoon.
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna take from this one and
Right.
sit over there.
Yeah, I'll help you. Let me get one. All right, so what we're doing is we're just sort of spooning it in and then kind of smoothing it out so that it's kind of uniform.
Let me use that little bit here. So
Okay.
because remember, we have to do it.
Yeah, you have to leave a little room, so we're going to smooth it out some. Right.
Like that. Then I clean the
and
outside.
Yeah, and we'll show them we'll show you guys before we actually put it in the oven.
I use this in a.
Okay.
There we go. A little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this actually is some pretty thick batter.
Yes.
This is actually thicker than cake batter, isn't it?
Yes. It makes sense.
Yeah. That's true. If you eat a donut, well, it depends on the donut, but a baked donut is probably going to be denser per square inch than a
Well,
cake.
It's just a different texture.
Yeah.
Yes, depending on the place. Like I love Randy's Donuts. I think
Yeah,
so.
Randy's Donuts, local LA staple, makes amazing donuts, but they're like cake donuts. I mean, they're dense.
Amazing.
All right, so a little bit more, or
I think this will make it. Let me try to even it. Okay.
a little bit more in there. All right, so it's looking like 2 of these spoons will make 1 donut, or not quite 2 spoons worth. So here we go. Yeah, and again, we're gonna clean this up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll put a little bit more there too.
Okay. And then, yeah, a little bit more here, just to sort of smooth it out.
Yeah, this will be here. I think I
Yeah.
will put a little bit here and a little bit in this
Okay,
one.
so we're, at this point, we're fine tuning.
Mhm.
We're just tweaking. Let me get a towel. We're gonna wipe this. Okay, so now we're doing a little cleanup here. Alright. All right.
Okay, looking better.
Yeah.
Let me fix some parts
All right.
that it's not that even.
Okay, so last minute tweak before they go into the oven, and they only need to bake for 10 minutes. And then you pull them out, and they'll just sort of, you know, cool off before you add your glaze. Still disturbing, they're doing better than I could do. Well, it's misleading. Gigi is doing a lot of this, and I'm, as usual, if you've seen the other cooking streams, she does most of the work, and I'm around, and I could do this on my own, but it would take longer, and my attention being bifurcated between the stream and the actual work, I don't know what I end up with. So yeah, and at one point you probably see me just get frustrated and break something in a rage. So this is
I
better.
like trying new things,
Yeah,
and I never done this, so and I didn't have
Yeah.
any clue how to do it, so I
Right.
find it interesting.
yep,
It already makes it.
yeah. So Midnight, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And again, we, you know, we picked up a sub. Thank you for the sub, whoever it was. Sorry I missed it, but it's definitely appreciated. Like I said, we're trying to get to 100, so we'll do Thanksgiving postcards. And your Thanksgiving postcard ideas, your design ideas, I think Colorfinger's already started a channel on our Discord for that. So we're going to want to start talking about how to do it, but we're not even at 50 yet, so I don't want to jump the gun.
Oh,
But-
you know what? Ask Violet to see if she would like to do something.
Well, yeah, also my daughter Violet is quite the artist, and I think I would like to maybe include, if she wants to, maybe include a piece of art from her. We did have one idea, it was my idea, but I think a lot of people were sort of thinking the same way, that, you know, the cornucopia, the horn of plenty, yeah.
Yeah.
So a very common Thanksgiving symbol, a classic Thanksgiving symbol, is the horn of plenty, the cornucopia, and all the different fruits and vegetables are spilling out of it, the harvest themed fruits and vegetables, and it's probably more vegetables than anything. But I'd love to have a cornucopia with all of the different symbols and icons and avatars of our stream. Flatulon, what is it, Randy Runestaff Jr., the Wizard, Spike, the Angry Scot in the kilt, and then maybe well, our avatar here with the flat cap, the Edge Voice avatar, and then some of your own avatars too. And we have them all spilling out, and that's our Thanksgiving one. And so
You wanna try
some
it?
of your fan art as well. Okay, so this is heavy. All right, I picked this up and I thought, my God, this is a brick. Okay, so these are baked donuts, batter form before they go into the oven, and in they go.
Okay, let me put the timer for me.
I can set the timer here.
I guess you can. I usually use this because if I have to go longer, it turns off on its own, so I don't like that part.
Well, I got it for 10. It's moving at 10. Okay, so that part is done, but now we are left with, what are we going to do with them when they're out? All right, so remove them from the oven and wait 5 to 7 minutes before turning them out of the pans onto a rack. So we have 15 minutes before we have the donuts, at least 15 minutes, before they have the donuts ready to have their glaze or coating put on them. Okay, so I wanted to make sort of frosted donuts, and there are 3 easy donut glazes, but there are also sugar donuts as well. So one of them is, for cinnamon donuts, which we're not making, shake warm donuts in a plastic bag with some cinnamon and some sugar. And then for sugar-coated donuts, shake donuts in a plastic bag with about half a cup of non-melting topping sugar. What's topping sugar?
Could be this one.
Well, that's powdered sugar. I mean, well, let's see what they mean by that. Non-melting topping sugar. This is, well, it actually says non-melting topping sugar.
Okay, things we didn't know.
Huh. Confectioner's type sugar that won't melt or disappear. It's superior for toppings that holds up under plastic, a top icing or whipped cream. It can even be used on the freshest donut or muffin. All right, well, let's just use that instead. It's up to you. If you want, we can mix some regular sugar in there as well. I know you like sugar donuts. If you want,
Yes,
we
I
can make one with just regular sugar.
Yes, I'll
Try
put
it.
some sugar on top of it.
Yeah. Well,
Like
what
my
you do
bar.
is you put it in a bag and you just shake it up. You just don't do it with the cinnamon.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that's for the sugar donut. So we'll make a sugar donut, and then we'll make a powdered sugar donut with the confectioner's sugar. And then we're going to make a chocolate donut, and for that, this is the donut glaze. And for one of the donuts as well, we can put sprinkles on it. So maybe we'll make a chocolate one with sprinkles. So this is supposed to just take 5 minutes. All right. So this is the glaze. We're going to work on the chocolate glaze. So for that, we need a half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So here we have our semi-sweet.
Just put half of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just half a cup, so it's less.
Well, then half a cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate or bittersweet chocolate chopped.
We can use this one.
So you could use either or, I guess it's saying. Yeah, it says half a cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, comma, semi-sweet chocolate or bittersweet chocolate chopped.
Yeah, this will be better. That's gonna be good.
Okay, so I'll put this away. And they need to be chopped, so I'll do that. Okay. So, do you have the recipe there? Yeah.
I just don't understand how you do it.
Okay, well, all it says is 2 tablespoons of butter. So we got our butter here. 1 tablespoon and a teaspoon of light corn syrup. There's our corn syrup. I bought Caro. That's what my mom uses. And then 1/4 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, so we can get that back out. So, first things first, we got a half a cup measure.
Here. I got it.
Oh, you have it. Okay, thank you.
It doesn't tell me how to make it.
What do you mean? Oh, okay, well,
They give me a recipe, but I just want to know. So what do? You put it warm and where? You know, that's what I was confused.
let me see. Instructions. Yeah, the instructions. You just gotta scroll down a little
Melt
bit.
the ingredients over low heat and microwave, or in the microwave. Stir.
We can microwave it.
Add extra corn syrup if needed to make it smooth. Do we have that? I don't think so.
What?
Corn syrup.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Oh, okay.
Caro, light corn syrup. All right, so I'm gonna start chopping these bad boys.
Shiny finish. Choose chocolate with main ingredients isn't sugar. We found that using chocolate chips. Okay. So you want to try to put it in the microwave?
Well, yeah, it shouldn't be that hard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah. You want to chop it? Like what I would use is actually like something that I smash it with, no?
yeah, I guess. I mean, this will chop them as well.
Okay.
I mean, see, it's chopping them. It's just you have to sort of keep them in one little spot. Yeah, for this you kind of need a chopping board with edges, but it still works. Just, you know, it's almost like grinding them, and you don't need to chop them up completely. But yeah, you don't want them to just be in chip form because it's just going to take longer for them to reduce.
Okay, so you want this to put everything in?
Yeah, whatever we're going to need to put it in. So we were already at 5 minutes left on the donuts.
Okay, I'm gonna put the 2 tablespoons of butter here.
Sure thing. This is actually kind of satisfying, right? To feel them grinding under the blade. I don't know what it sounds like, but this has become an ASMR channel. And then it's going to be a mukbang once I get the donuts. You get to watch me eat one. I don't know if I'll eat a whole donut. I just might. Might have to go for a brisk walk later. Try and work off at least half of it. Okay, so again, chopping the bittersweet chips is actually, it's not that hard. It's just, you know, you gotta do a few rows, back and forth, back and forth. Doodoo Corval, how are you, friend? How are you? King Guru, what's shaking? Let's see. Are you saving some for Saturday, King Guru? I am if they'll keep. I really don't know how long baked donuts at home, keep. I don't know if you're supposed to put them in the fridge or if you have to leave them out, but in an airtight container. I would guess airtight container outside of the fridge, but I don't know. Somebody want to Google that? Homemade baked donuts, how long will they keep? Because it ain't nothing but a thing for me to just go on down to the donut shop and give them my business, which I like to do. But I also like to make stuff and enjoy it. All right, this stuff's pretty chopped.
Okay.
I don't want to turn it into dust here, so do I just put it in?
Yeah, it says now the ingredients together. So I'm gonna let me put the oil and the vanilla, and then and then we kind of mix it and mix it.
So I was like, in case you guys were wondering, this is almost a powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in.
Sure.
Okay. And yeah, King Guru, we do have kids, but our kids don't like donuts. I know it's weird. They love sweets, but they're particular about sweets. So for me, as a kid and as an adult, I like almost every sweet, except I'm not really big into fudge. It's just too much. I don't know, something about the texture and all that. Just fudge never really does it for me. I could eat it. If you put fudge in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. What am I gonna do, not eat it? But it wouldn't be my choice.
Okay.
All right. Minute and a half left on the donuts.
Wow, I never seen this one. It's so different.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, look.
I'll be right there. Let me wash the knife.
Look, it's very heavy.
Whenever I use, oh yeah, Caro. A lot of people use Caro in place of syrup on waffles and pancakes.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, when I was a kid, my
Strange though.
yeah, my mom would say you can use Caro for syrup if you're all out of maple syrup.
Bye, guys.
And if you guys notice, I immediately wash the big sharp knife. Whenever I use a big sharp knife, as soon as I'm done with it, I wash it, I dry it, I put it back. I don't like big sharp knives sitting around a kitchen, even if it's in a sink. Somebody may not be looking at what they're doing. They reach in to wash something else or grab something. Boom, they got a big cut.
With a paper towel.
So just a little safety thing that I'm partial to doing.
And this one is okay, they're ready.
Okay, 1 second. There they are, done. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys might use Caro for different things. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it is, well, it says it's got 0 grams of high fructose corn syrup, but it's corn syrup. It ain't healthy, right? But it's okay. These are donuts. We're having a good time. Wow, look, baby.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. You can melt this whenever you're ready.
Wow.
They look amazing.
Yeah, they do. All right, so I'm gonna go right here. They need 5 to 7 minutes.
And
So
then we try to pull them out.
yeah, so it's 3:08. So at 3:13 to 3:15, we'll just wait till 3:15. So at 3:15, we're gonna pull those out. And in the meantime, in the interim, we're going to work on that.
Yeah, and I can wash it and we can do it again if you want to.
It's up to you. We can do 6.
Okay.
Like I said, no one else is gonna eat them.
No, that's true.
And we have a chance to experiment, 2 donuts each. So yeah, this is something you can do yourself, and you can just use half the ingredients. So, you know, all the same ingredients, but half of the amount, and you should have enough to make a half a dozen donuts. And for me, that's 3 weeks. They would never keep for 3 weeks, but anyway, yeah. Okay, so according to Lumpy Space Ninja here, 1 week in the fridge when properly stored. So, proper storage, I'm not sure what that means, but it looks to me like proper storage is probably in an airtight container in the fridge, so 1 week. So I could eat them on Saturday, I suppose. Yeah, so anyway, all right, so now, okay, baby, so this glaze here, this goes into, this has all the ingredients? Do we stir it up?
I did that.
Oh, you did? Okay, so now this goes into the,
To melt.
okay, so how long does it go into the microwave?
It doesn't say, just melt it, because you can also do it in a pan, so.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit this for 30 seconds at a
Yes.
time.
Exactly, and,
All right.
and we can use a spoon just to mix
Yeah,
it.
just stir it. Yeah. So our microwave is over here. We have one of those microwaves. I'll show you in just a second. All right, so this is our microwave. It's down here.
The smell is phenomenal.
I know. So I'm gonna give it 35 seconds. Start. There you go. It does smell good. Sorry the stream doesn't capture all the smells. You get the sights, you get the sounds, but you don't get the touch, you don't get the taste, you don't get the smell. But I'll be reporting on
6 minutes.
how those works out.
In 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Yeah, well, because it says 5 to 7, so.
Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna check on those. I open this up, get a little spoon. Okay, so what I'm doing is it's pretty liquidy right now, so I'm gonna mix it up, try and thicken it. Okay, so 30 seconds, 35 seconds was almost perfect. I'm gonna
Great.
stir it, yeah. Okay. Yeah, look at it. Actually, geez, 35 seconds was perfect because now you see this is the consistency of it.
The donuts here, so
See that?
amazing.
Wow. Okay, so this is our chocolate glaze, and I think what I'm going to do is on one of them, I'm going to add some sprinkles, and the other is just going to be regular chocolate. And now this is still pretty hot, so it's going to cool off, and as it cools off, it's going to, you know, it's going to thicken a little bit, and then we're good. So this, to me, is something obviously you can make year-round, but there's something about donuts, there's something about baking that feels more autumnal and wintry to me. And I love that. Okay, and so for this is going to be
For the sugar and the.
Okay, now do you want to get some regular sugar for you to make one with
Yeah.
just, okay.
I'll do that.
Although I wonder how we can get the sugar to stick to it.
It will stick to it.
It will? Okay.
Sugar sticks to everything. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. So these, yeah, this is kind of, pan's still a little hot, but it's not too hot that I can't pick it up. So these are still about 2 minutes away from being completely ready to remove. And we're gonna put, let's see,
We put here when they're decorated. Let's
Yeah.
put them in another different
So-
one.
2 of these are going to be chocolate, at least 2. Well, it depends on how much chocolate we have. We're going to try a couple as powdered sugar, and then we're going to do a couple as sugar donuts. And again, they're baked, so if they were fried donuts, the consistency would be a little bit different, and they might be a little stickier if they were fried. I really don't know.
So donuts are usually fried?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's one reason why they're so bad for you. Okay, so again, just looking at the instructions, yeah, let's see. The vanilla glaze is, yeah, they all basically have the same thing. The glaze is just something you simply coat the donuts in, and then it can be something that you leave at that, or you can add something. So that's what I'll be doing. So in the meantime, anybody has any other questions? What's up, Hoxdolan? Best is that vanilla doughy smell from baking. Yeah, there's definitely a nice donutty smell. And I've got, like I'm reacting to the cold weather around here. It's colder, and so I'm a little nasally, a little congested, but I can still, yeah, like that's chocolatey. Just get right up in that. Just get right up in that. That's nice and chocolatey. We like that. So, baked donuts, almost ready. It's been 7 minutes. We want to get a plate or something, we can put them on to here. Okay.
That they are so.
All right. So, you know what? You can just pick them right up. Wow, look at that. So there's this side and there's that side.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder, because I never make.
It said 10 minutes.
No, I know. Just that,
Yeah, that is interesting. See, that's that half and then this half.
yeah, this lady makes it quite different. But she doesn't have the sheet.
Right.
All right.
So, I mean, that's baked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Smells so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try the one with sugar. Let's see.
All right. I'm going to do one that is going to be chocolate. So what I'm going to do is get a separate little plate to do my work. Still disturbing. Got to run. Take your son to hockey. Good luck with the toppings. Great. Have a great hockey practice to your son. King Guru. So how about those Bulldogs? King Guru. We were right. It was an entertaining game. Or at least I was wrong. I thought it was going to be a bunch of haymakers, a score fest. It was mainly Georgia just ass punching Tennessee's offense all game long, and I was so there for it. That was very enjoyable. All right. I'm actually gonna use this. Sort of.
Okay. The darker side, the sugar actually sticks to it better.
Okay.
But they're both good.
Yeah, it does stick. Okay. All right. So for this.
Hey guys, look. Has sugar. I'm gonna have a bite.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be my favorite. It has like a cake, more feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Still good.
It is good. Yeah. So the fact that it's two different colors just means that, well, I don't know what it means.
But pretty good actually.
Actually, that is good. That is good.
It is good.
All right, I'm busy glazing this.
It looks awesome though.
You're gonna eat that whole donut.
Yes, I will.
Tell, she is gonna eat the whole donut.
Yes, I will.
All right. So this is one chocolate glazed donut, and what I'm gonna try to do is give that a minute to kind of cool off a little bit more. And I'm going to do one more like that.
Maybe you could put some sprinkles.
Yep, and I'm going to put sprinkles on it.
Looks good.
And if you have any thoughts as to why one side is darker than the other, let us know. But this was the side that was down in the pan. You would think the side that was up would be darker because maybe that would be more exposed to the heat, but it's the opposite. I find that interesting.
That was good.
Yeah. Now, if you want to look up the nutritional information, each of these donuts has about 160 calories. That's not bad.
No, that's pretty good.
A typical donut, fried donut, it's got a lot more. Okay, a little bit more. And then you want to try one that's, you don't have to eat it, but you want to try a powdered sugar one? Put it in a bag, and I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm not skimping on the chocolate here. I actually want to get all of one side or all of both sides for these. So I'm gonna see. I don't expect it'll all stick. It'd have to be thicker, but I want to see what they're like once they've kind of cooled off enough. All right, Colorfinger, what am I missing? Oh, Still Disturbing gifted 10 subs. Thank you, Still Disturbing. Thank you, friend. You earned a donut. We'll keep it here for you. Apparently it keeps for a week. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that, Still Disturbing. I guess you're gone because you had to take your kid to hockey. But it's on the stream. So again, we really appreciate that. You've got us over half the way to our goal. So I think that's awesome. You want to try a donut?
Yeah. Do you have any tricks?
Nothing new.
Okay.
This is when you have a kid that's a voice actor. Sometimes it isn't more like, hey, can I do some chores around the house to earn some extra money? It's, do I have any residual checks in? Yes, that's an actual thing. He doesn't keep all the money from his residual checks. He keeps a very small portion of each one that we give to him as sort of an allowance, and the rest goes into the bank for his future. Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie. That took the powdered sugar really well. Okay. All right, so now we're looking at a powdered sugar baked donut, which I will try a bite of. You want to try a bite? Man, that looks good. No, it's on you. You want to try a bite? Remy, you should try a bite of this. There's powdered sugar.
Wait, powdered sugar?
Yeah, powdered sugar.
I'll try.
Yeah. Remy's trying a bite of a powdered sugar baked donut. What you think, boy?
I don't. All I'm tasting is texture.
Texture, there's sugar in there.
Yeah.
I don't taste it, but still, it's
Okay, I'm getting the sprinkles out.
pretty good.
It is pretty good. Okay, so we're ready to do some sprinkles on one of these two donuts here.
Put it here.
So,
You know what, Mom?
we got two chocolate glazed donuts, and I'm gonna do,
I said, Mom, you know.
Give me a few minutes to finish this, okay?
Don't worry, I can just send you it. I remember the code.
Okay. Looks so beautiful.
Yeah, it does. Okay. This is a chocolate sprinkled donut. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know how much it'll dry off though, because the glaze is pretty moist.
And it's time.
Wet, yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have taken pictures.
Yeah, get a picture. So this is a plain.
I can find my, it's right here.
You can make another powdered sugar one if you want to go with it. And then we can show the three types that we made. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll put this one
Next one.
next to this one.
I'm gonna do one with powder. Put it next. Wow. I'm making a mess.
That's okay. What's this? That was good. Plain and then powdered sugar. Definitely send me a picture of that because I'm gonna want to post that. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this went better than I thought. Again, because I've got Wife Finder with me. Love you.
Okay. Yeah, look.
Oh wow.
Good.
That's really great. I mean, yeah, it's taken so much willpower right now for me not to just spoon this up and eat it. But I'm not gonna do that, all right? Because I'm trying to, I'm trying to keep, we're not there yet. The body's not quite where I want it to be. See, I still got a little bit here.
They have a class.
That doesn't help.
In half an hour, so I gotta start getting.
Okay, no worries. I can take it from here. So, all right, I'm gonna move this stuff over here. And so, folks, that right there is what we made. And I gotta say, they're good. They're good. Baked donuts are good. They tasted really good. Look at that. That's the inside. It's all baked. You know? And it's obviously it's a little bit more calories with the sugar, with the confectioner sugar. But 160 calories for one of those? That's not bad. That's really not bad. And yes, they're not going to be as sweet as a donut that you'll fry up and cover with a bunch of other things. But they are healthier. They're a healthier option to making a fried donut. Let me put this over here. So, you know, if you decide you want to make donuts for yourself and you're thinking about, you know, the nutritional aspect of it, that's a way to go. That didn't take us that long. I mean, if we had not been interacting with you guys, you lovely people, we probably could have knocked this out in 30 minutes and had donuts. So, I mean, all right, I'm gonna try a bite of this one. It comes apart easily, but look at that. That's really good. These aren't going to stick around by Saturday. They're not going to make it to Saturday. I'm just telling you. No. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I will take one bite of just the chocolate. Okay. These are really good. These are really good. I don't take much credit for them. My wife did most of the work. I'm gonna take one bite of this. I'm having the equivalent of about a donut and a half. One more. Okay. Just a second. Need water. All right. So I probably added about 250 calories to my day. Not the end of the world. You got to have some fun in life. And yeah, just to show you, I'll take a little bite of the plain baked one. Even the plain baked one is good. So that, as they say, is that. I've got some cleanup to do. And I know it's still fairly early. Usually I stream for like 2 hours, but honestly, this has been an hour and a half. Thursdays are activity days, right? And that's why I asked you guys. I kind of knew the way you were going to vote. I asked yesterday about Chivalry 2, which is a fun game. I did the tutorial. My brother Dave, Pappy Dave, the artist, he's the one who designed that icon right there. Where is it? Right there. That one. Well, Colorfinger put the turkey hat on him, but the Edge Voice icon, the smiling face with the flat cap, that's Edgy Edge Voice. That's Pappy Dave's design, and Flatulon and Spike and Randy Runestaff. Those are all his design as well, his animations. He said Chivalry 2 is great. You got to play that. And I was ready to play it on stream if you guys wanted to. You can get up to 64 people into a match, right? So if you guys want, maybe we can talk about it more later. I like games where we might all be able to get into matches with each other. I don't know how we could possibly all talk to each other. I don't know if Discord can handle that. But Colorfinger, that might not be a bad idea, is to see if we can find a game that's like Chivalry 2 or Chivalry 2. And get in and get as many people in as possible and have us all talking and just having a good time, because it's like what is it? Oh God, it's the World War I. Colorfinger, you were telling me the name of the game last night. I used to play it. Anyway, King Guru, thanks for gifting that sub to Dude Corval or Dude Corval. Dude Corval. Anyway, yeah. Yes. So. Thursday can be an activity day where we try something in the kitchen, or it can be we try a different game. I don't want to do the different games as much. I really want it to be, I want the stream to be more about stepping away from the platform sometimes and doing something else with ourselves. This was baking something that, yes, is still a dessert. It's still a treat. It's not, it's part of a balanced diet, meaning this is the imbalanced part. You balance it out with other stuff. I got apples over there. I got healthy foods. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm going to have that. But the point being, if I'm going to have a treat, and it's not going to be Saturday, my cheat day, by God, it's going to be a baked donut, something like that. I'm really thrilled with how that turned out, because those taste good. I'm not good enough an actor to fake that, right? So just so you know. Battlefield, that's right. Battlefield 1942 I've not played. I played the Battlefield World War I version. We did do that on stream a couple of years ago. But what I'm talking about is a game like Chivalry 2 or Battlefield where we can get a bunch of people in and all either be on the same team, different teams, whatever. And it's, it's 4 large communities. So I think that might be fun. We can talk about that for next week. Oh my God. King Guru says, Chris, still disturbing, gifted 10 more before you did. I just didn't want Dudu Corval left out. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. Yeah, we're up to 62. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Still disturbing. That's really awesome of you. You're definitely going to be getting a postcard if we hit our goal.
What's happening?
He just, still disturbing, gifted like 20 subs.
He gave 20?
Yeah, I know. 2 different times. Yeah. Colorfinger says Discord can have up to 100 people in a single channel. All right, so yes,
Wait.
guys, we can talk about for next week, we're all about community here. Thursday can be activity days and community days, right? So trying to keep Remy's hair out of his out of his face so you can
Dad.
see him.
Look.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Meow.
All right, I'm going to end the stream in a minute. You want to say hi or bye? Or...
Hi, bye.
Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Bye.
So Sunfinder says hi and bye. If you wanted to do a large scale thing, maybe Battlefield is the play, Color Finger. It could be. It could be. Battlefield might be fun. I like Chivalry too because you're using medieval weapons. And my first book takes place in Anglo-Saxon times in the 10th century. So as soon as I start talking about the book more,
Hi everybody. I'm gonna go and talk to Carlos before I go. So he says.
okay. Yeah. I'm going to end the stream in a minute. So I don't know. You know what? We can talk about that. We can talk about that tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sub Friday. Okay. So Sub Friday meaning if you're a sub, you can get in. You can play a match with me. Now typically we get about 5 or 6 squads. Typically I do 2 matches with each squad, win or lose. No matter how well or poorly we do, 2 matches is usually good enough for everyone to be happy. And that ends up, believe it or not, taking 3 hours. I don't like to stream for longer than 3 hours. I've done it. I prefer not to. It's diminishing returns for me because I get tired and I start to lose my voice, and you know, that's my stock in trade. So I'm not trying to grind it out. I'm trying to have quality over quantity. So if you guys want though, if you're gonna sub up, be in the first 5 or 6 squads, and then yeah, we'll get in and we'll play a match. So that's gonna be from noon to 3. And yeah, my Friday and Saturday streams are at noon. And that's, oh wait. Yeah, noon to 3. Used to be 2 to 5. I started at noon, I moved it to 2, I'm moving it back. Thursdays I do at 2 p.m. because we homeschool. And so Gigi usually is somebody I like to have with me on the stream because it's usually an activity. And if that's the case, she needs time to finish the kids' homeschooling. And if they want to be involved, then they're available too. So Thursdays are usually going to be at 2 p.m. PST. Friday and Saturdays, though, are at noon. All right, let's see if there are any other questions or anything else. Yes, Colorfinger is correct. If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. If you scroll down my Twitch page, you see a button for the Discord. Join it, join the community, all right? Because I'm not the guy who wants to do all the talking and have all the creative input. I have to do all the talking on a stream, usually, but not on Sub Fridays. You guys are in with me. But I like having your input. That's why I want us all to design the postcards together, should we get to 100. And we're looking pretty good, thanks to Still Disturbing and all of you. I mean, we're at 62. That's awesome. So we went from 40 to 62 in one stream. You gotta like those odds, okay? So if you guys can make it tomorrow, great, we will jump in. And some people I know like to just watch. They don't like to jump in. That's cool too. I love that you're there. Even if you just want to watch and never even comment or anything, I appreciate you being there. For the most part, the stream is about the community. I'm not going to make much money doing this. When I do sub goals, mainly I make enough money to pay for the sub goal and for some of my time in doing it. And that's what it's about. And gradually, yes, I'd like to grow the community. So a realistic sub goal would be 200 or 300 instead of 100. And then maybe 500. But it'll happen when and if it happens. What I really like doing is this kind of stuff. And Saturday coffee and donuts. Just chatting. Pulling out the guitar, showing you that I've learned a chord. Poorly, but I've learned it. And talking about whatever comes into my mind or your minds. We can talk about whatever. And then Fridays is all about Apex and you guys jumping in with me and carrying me. So, in a nutshell, that's my stream life. That's it. I try to keep it simple, but with a broad umbrella for a lot of different things that we can always try. So, Colorfinger says we have an exciting tech improvement coming after Saturday. He is not wrong. Hopefully it will lead to smoother streams. It's a piece of tech that Colorfinger convinced me to get. He's always right about the tech. It's just whether or not I want to do it. So he has accepted that I only stream on a Mac now. And so he has found ingenious ways around that. And all credit to him for finding that out. So hopefully we'll find out. Anyway, go to the Discord and sign up. I don't know, whenever Colorfinger and the other mods want to open up the queue for tomorrow, they usually open it up by that morning, I think. I don't know, Colorfinger, that's up to you. You open the queue whenever you want, and people will jump in. So again, I'm looking forward to a fun Sub Friday tomorrow. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like maybe we can get more than one win. Not just one win. I think we can get more than one. I think it won't be as sweaty because it's 2 weeks now that the season's been going, and I think a lot of the sweats have hit all their goals and they've moved on to fuck up some other game. For the rest of us. So yeah, Colorfinger, I know it's technically a PC piece of equipment, but it works without me having to use it really in a traditional way, so I don't have to do anything differently. Okay, so Colorfinger says we open it about an hour before stream normally. So usually around 11 a.m. PST, if you are looking to get into the Sub Friday, the earlier you jump in the Discord waiting room, the earlier you get in on the day. So, King Guru, the lovely sound of yard work. Yep, the landscapers are here, making our yard look awesome. The drought is kind of over. We've had some rain. The weather's colder. So the plants and the vegetation and the flowers are not getting scorched. The grass can start to come back. It's getting greener. And when the yard's improved more, I'll show you. Right now, it's still not there. But, oh, it is something to see green coming back. I love that. All right. Dudu Corval, have you ever tried Brigadeiro? It's a Brazilian dessert, very intense, buttery chocolate flavor and easy to make. Drop it in the old suggestion box on the Discord because we like to have stream suggestions. But I could do that. I could try that. Look, if we made every Thursday a kitchen activity, I would not complain. Always trying to make something, as long as it's something that's kind of active that doesn't take longer than an hour to do. Because if it takes an hour, it'll take me 2. Even with Gigi's help, it's going to take 2. And I don't like to stream for longer than 2 hours unless it's Sub Friday. And even then, 3. But that's intriguing. That's an intriguing idea. So, you know, I'm not above trying that. So, yeah, if you want. I also like the idea of making something that would be either a snack or maybe a nutritious food that I could eat completely right there on stream, because these, I just took bites out of them. I don't want to eat them all because don't get it twisted, folks. I'll eat all 4 of those and I won't even feel it. But I'll notice it on the scale tomorrow and I'll think, shouldn't have done that. So it's discipline. So finding kind of nutritious foods to make that I can eat on stream, that's pleasurable to me too. So I'm all about either one of those things. The Brigadeiro only uses 4 ingredients. Well, that's tailor-made for me. So yeah, homemade stromboli if you prep the dough first. Yeah, I'm trying to do as little as possible. I want to do it all on stream. So I'm trying to do as little off stream as possible, as much on stream as I can. So if anyone has ideas, I don't know if Colorfinger, I don't know if we have a channel for that, but Thursday stream ideas, we can just make it activities, and I mean baking activities or stovetop activities, you know, because I can always move this and just put it right there so you can see what I'm doing. So that's the great thing about streaming on this, is that we've got little outlets all over the kitchen. The pad I'm using right now is plugged in. It's not using the battery at all. It's just, gotta love technology. So yeah, if we can think of maybe a nice light dessert, or even a kind of a salad, or just anything that I can make that's healthier, that I can make on stream and enjoy, that's great, because I don't want to just talk about Apex and donuts and world events and all that. Some of this I want to be fitness related, right? Some of this I want to be about getting in shape and keeping in shape and staying in balance, because that's what my stream is about. Me trying to live a creative and connected life, and you guys are a part of it. This is the community. So, all right. We have a forum called Your Ideas where you can post stuff. Okay, so if you go to the Discord and you go to the Your Ideas channel, that's the place where you can basically spit out any ideas you might have. And it doesn't have to just be for Thursday. It might be a topic for Saturday Coffee and Donuts, although I like to wing that. And Saturday Coffee and Donuts is something we can sort of change our topics on the fly. So I like doing that too. So let's find a raid target, because I got a kitchen to clean. And I want to spread this love to other folks. King Guru, chicken cacciatore. That sounds good. I would make some chicken cacciatore. I would do that. And it's healthy, full of fresh veggies. I would do that. A little protein, little veggie mix, little animal protein. I'm a big chicken fan. I do the red meat twice a month. I was doing it once a week. I backed it up to twice a month. I just think it's probably better for me. But everybody's different. So, all right. Does anyone have a raid target? We got close to 20 people or so that we can send. We can pay this forward. So, Colorfinger, do you want to look for a raid target? I'm all about it. I gotta have my lunch too. Yep, I gotta clean that.
Oh, clean what?
I gotta clean the dishes. I gotta do the dishes.
You're on your own for that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when the kids get a little older, we're going to teach them how to do the dishes too. Right now, they're pretty good at clearing their places and rinsing their plates and putting them in the dishwasher. You know, everybody's going to do their part. But washing the dishes by hand, that's something I learned from a young age. Because we had a dishwasher that was broken as a kid. We just didn't fix it. There are 4 kids here. We have 4 dishwashers. Just go do them. Anyway. Hanana looks decent. She's playing Pathfinder. Well, she just got herself a raid. All right, everybody. I'm going to /raid. Let me do the / where the hell's the, there it is, / a raid. Hanana. Okay, let me make sure I have spelled that correctly. Okay, it spell checked it to ha 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 ha, which is not cool. Okay, so let me see if that's actually, okay, so that's Hananaa. Okay, so Hananaa. I need one more A. Okay, so let's raid her. Or, yeah, I guess she's a her. Okay, let's see if the raid has been created. Has the raid been created? Yes. Okay, so folks, we got ourselves a raid. Let's get all of you in there, huh? How about all of you? Love you, mean it, be good to yourselves, be good to other people. Go forth and be wholesome. I will see you tomorrow for Sub Friday. Let's get ourselves to 100 subs so we can just spend the rest of the month designing that lovely postcard that every sub is going to get to enjoy, all right? Go say hey to Hanana for me. Peace out.